Okay, I'm sorry. I had to just like think about that for a second. Okay, yo, dudes and dudettes, your friendly neighborhood Jaxblade is here. I'm sorry. I feel just weird. I'm doing another Samurai Jack review, but I don't know. This one hit me, guys. This one actually got me hard. Not in that way either, like the last episode ending. But God, so I'm just gonna be doing an episode review of episode 9 of Samurai Jack. Like, wow. So if you don't want spoilers, I'm just telling you, heads up, there's gonna be spoilers. So this episode, I did not think. Oh my God! First off, all right. I'm kind of, I don't know how I feel that Jack and Ashi didn't smash, because, and when you think about it, like, I thought the way that last episode ended, I thought the next morning it would just be like, oh, they wake up all sweaty, and, you know, they're all, like, next to each other in a bed, and then she's naked and he's naked, and, hell, she even sees him butt-ass naked when he's, like, taking a shower, and we see, like, oh, she's like, oh, I don't like that, give me some of that Jaxblade. And so it's just one of those things. But I just, oh my God, this episode, so much was brought up front. So it just, I like the fact that it starts off like, you know, that his, the original Samurai Jack, you know, the apparition, the one that he had before, that little, remember how he had those monstrous blue apparitions before he meditated and got his calm back? It's now the Samurai Jack we knew, the one with the beard and the long hair, and he's just talking to him like, are you sure you're okay? Everything's gonna be alright, man? Alright, I got your back, bro. Don't worry, man. You got this stuff. And so Jack is like, okay, well, just, I'm gonna see if I can do something. But they're like, so him and Ashi spent the night in that thing together, and then they just made out, and they were like, the fact they were making out hard too in that last episode, like they were tonguing, and she was just like, oh, well, you know, Jack, that was great, but I don't know why. I mean, we did that. I mean, they act like they're spitting on shit. It's still fucking stupid. Like, look, you're two grown-ass people, I think, probably. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're two grown-ass fucking, like, a man and woman, okay? You made out with each other. Like, if you ever, man, don't ever let me catch one of these people, like, you know, like, I've seen my friends do, like, stupid shit like that when they're drunk at a party. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I made out with you. Gross. And it's just, no, dude, you made out. Own it. Own you made out. Like, just do that. But, you know, I did like the fact that they kept saying it was a gi. And then, you know what's funny is so many people last week were saying, like, Jax, you know it's actually a gi, right? And I'm just like, I fucking know it's a gi. And I'm just doing the joke that they did in the episode, the robe. And it was like, yeah, she takes his robe and gives it to him. But, okay, I gotta get to the meat of things. I'm just gonna get to the meat of things in this episode. So, I will say I am kind of disappointed that we didn't get the Guardian rematch that we all hoped for. The Guardian rematch, because the area he was walking to, that was where he battled the Guardian, the original one. And then in this one, we see that the time portal's gone, and we see the Guardian's glasses are shattered on the ground. So either Aku took him out, or someone took him out. So something along the lines, he got fucked up. My big dude, he got effed up, whatever. So that was sad to see. But, like, that's one thing I really wanted them to have. I really wanted to see the rematch with those two. Like, that was just a thing where, like, Jack got completely decimated, owned, just smacked around like a ragdoll, just freaking wrecked. But then they don't conclude that story. I guess, like, he lost, he moved on, and someone else defeated him. Unless, I don't know, unless he comes back in the next episode. Maybe, it was just his glasses. We didn't see, like, bones or, like, fucking skeleton or anything. Yeah, you know, like, or suit or anything like that. So I guess we can go with that. And then I will say, I did like the bonding between Jack and Ashi. Like, the fact that they go out hunting little things, and they both have, like, similar qualities. Like, oh, yeah, I just hunted these, desert slugs. Hope you like them. Oh, I bought some too. And then they're eating them, and it's just like, well, it's not as great as it, you know, could be, but thank you, Ashi. And he's just saying all this, like, he's just trying to be polite. And I love that about Jack. I love that he's just this stoic, kind guy. And, damn. Oh, Scaramouche. Before I get into the heavy stuff, I just want to get all those little points out the way. Like, I do like the fact that Scaramouche, yeah, how's it going, babe? Like, he finally came back, and he's just like, yo, Aku, freaking Jack lost his sword, man. And it's just, I love that. I love the fact that I was just like, ooh, this motherfucker's gonna get it. This motherfucker's gonna get it. And I was just like, because, you know what's funny is I rewatched the first episode before this one. So knowing that he fucking killed like so many innocent people in that first village, I was just like, oh, I can't wait to see your psychotic metal ass go down, man. But oh my god. And so, you know, he goes and tells Aku that, and Aku and him have this little dance like, oh yeah, we're gonna go fuck up this guy, because Aku... And I was surprised they did not pull a Ratigan moment. If you know what a Ratigan moment is, that's from The Great Mouse Detective, a Disney film from the 80s. And the main bad guy is this suave, like, really dapper bad guy named Ratigan, but he like will snap if you call him a rat. And so like at the very end of the movie, he just has this mode where he just freaks out and he's just chasing Basil at Baker Street, the main character of the movie, and he's just like snapped. So I thought Aku had been like, he doesn't have his sword. He doesn't have his sword? What? And then he just flies off and just like show how demonic and thing, because that's one of the things I really wanted to see. Like, we'll probably see it in the next episode, so I'm not like throwing out my like disbelief or anything like that, but the fact I just want to see Aku lose it. Just Aku just be like, oh, I'm gonna get this motherfucker. But Aku, being lovable villain he is, takes his time and just like, we're gonna just destroy this dude. And you know what's funny? I do love how fast he kills Scaramouche when he's like, so Jack, I'm going to kill you now. And he's just like, Jack is like, I'm afraid you are the fool Aku. And he brings the sword out, and then Aku's just like, you fucking lied to me. He's like, Aku, babe, I didn't know. And he just fucking dies. And it's just so great. It's just so swift. It's just like, And then Aku's about to bitch out and leave. But then he's just like, I smell something. I smell something. Oh my god. And then this is the part of the episode, because Jack and Ashi are in this like graveyard thing. And I was just like, this is getting really Aerothy, Sephiroth-y, if you know what I mean. Like, really, like, I felt like, oh, something bad is gonna happen. I don't like how silent it is, and Jack's confessing his feelings to this girl, and, like, he's telling her, like, oh, this is how my life used to be before Aku came and ruined it, and I don't want to lose you, and he did all that stoic shit, and I was feeling very Aerothy and Sephiroth-y, because I remember that shit in Final Fantasy VII. Oh my god, I did not expect, that's one of those times where I feel like, you know, I'm not even gonna get on that topic. That's a whole video for another day. But shit, I really felt that. I was just on the edge of my seat, and I was like, "Oh my god, I don't know what to do." But then Aku starts smelling like, I smell me. Oh my god, hey you're one of my daughters, aren't you? And I'm like, wait, what? And I'm just like, please don't tell me Aku went and smashed a bunch of. I did not want to see a visual of Aku's demonic BBC going into a bunch of just random women. That to me, I can't take it. So I like the fact he just randomly pops up, sees him, and he's like, well, it gives me clarification that he met the mother of the daughters of Aku. He met the high priestess, and he's just like, oh, I like the statue. Kind of ugly, but, you know, you can't best the real thing. But I like this shit. Worship me. And he starts pouring his, like, big black stuff into this little jar. And he's like, yeah, girl. It's sort of like a pimp just, yeah, girl, drink that black ooze and shit. And he just poured it in there. And then he's just like, huh, so I wonder, oh my god, that one actually drank that shit. And so she actually, the woman... The high priestess, we find out that the high priestess and all those other girls who gave birth to the daughters of Aku, they all drank the essence of Aku. So when they came out, like, they were all, like, part of Aku. So, like, so does that mean that the other ones, like, I don't know if it's, like, is it, like, devil fruit abilities, do you think? Where, like, if they're a Logia, they can only be hurt if they're in solid form, but if they have Aku's body, they can't be hurt. Like, I don't know how the thing goes with that. Hopefully they explain in the next episode, but that's all I was thinking. It was like, is it like Logia devil fruit powers where, like, you know how Ace is pretty much invulnerable, but if he gets stabbed, like, he can die. Like, that's how freaking Ikenu killed him. And I did see the death battle, by the way. It was raw, and it didn't make sense, by the way. But, no, and so he freaking converts Ashi into a full daughter of Aku, turns her into a mini Aku, and she's just like, kill me, Jack, kill me. And I'm just like, oh god, Jack, I just want you to make it through this, man. I just want you to get through this and be happy and have a happy life. And that whole scene had me on edge. And then, you know, Aku's just being evil, laughing the whole time. I'm just like, this is fucked up. This is fucked up. And then the whole scene where Jack's just like, no, I murdered, like, I remember murdering these little baby rams. I remember murdering all these things that were just like slaves of Aku. I'm not gonna murder the woman I love. And that to me just, oh, Jack, that I felt so bad. The ending scene, the ending like picture just of Aku having his sword and like, ah ha ha ha, foolish samurai warrior, and then, you know, Ashi being, you know, Aku Ashi or whatever. Akashi. Yeah, Akashi. There we go. Patent pending Jaxblade before you see that tag on Tumblr or Twitter. Akashi. Hashtag Akashi. Whatever. So anyways, he, like that ending scene, I got chills. I felt sick. And so this final episode, this has just been an insane trip. An insane trip that I have loved for every minute of it. Like, wow. I am glad I rewatched all Samurai Jack for this, so I really appreciate it. And just, Gendy, you are a genius, my friend. Like, you really put your heart and soul into this. I don't care that it took freaking 13 years to get this back on the air, because you did a great job. You did a phenomenal job. Now, hopefully, I really hope you can finish this properly. Give this a good, satisfying conclusion. Not something too preachy, not something too, like, stoic, but just a good conclusion, please. That's all I want for one of my favorite animated series of all time. A good, solid conclusion. Like, oh, God. It's one of those things, I don't want it to be depressing, but, like, I do want it to be... I want it to be, like, not a fairy tale ending, but something that's just, okay, that makes sense. Like, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, that, like, is an ending where I'm like, that was... It was, like, to me, that's one of the best anime endings out there. But, like, because it was, like, it wasn't too preachy, but it was just a nice, satisfying ending. But this whole series so far, just looking back on each episode, seeing Ashi grow as a character, and seeing, like, okay, wow, that just... I'm touched. I'm really, like, freaking out. Just, that was insane. But like I always say, guys, let's get a discussion going in this comment section below. I'd love to hear what y'all think. And remember, like I always say, keep calm, booyah on. Don't forget, Momentai. One episode to go. Gendy, finish strong, my brother.